These were the scenes nobody wanted to see. Christian Eriksen suffered a sudden cardiac arrest in Denmark's European Championship clash against Finland. Thankfully, doctors saved his life thanks to the use of a defibrillator which successfully restarted his heart. And for former Premier League footballer Fabrice Muamba, it's a situation that sits all too clear in his memory. He suffered a cardiac arrest in 2012 whilst playing for Bolton Wanderers, and like Eriksen, he survived.
It brought back a lot of memory. It was very difficult to watch, but I was just pleased that he was able to come out of the pitch in a very positive, circumstance rather than the negative one.
Professional footballers are at the peak of human fitness, but Muamba says he and Eriksen are prime examples that no one is untouchable when it comes to heart complications. And since 2012, he has called for the UK government to introduce legislation that would provide defibrillators at all levels of sport, not just the elite.
You also have to channel that down to the lower league level, to the grassroots level. That way, that if it happened in a grassroots level, somebody in there should be able to do their CPR. Somebody should be able to use a defibrillator. They should have access to a defibrillator.
There are around 10,000 public access defibrillators across the UK, and health experts say that using one at the right time could be the difference between life and death. Sudden cardiac arrests account for around 100,000 deaths each year in the UK. Research shows that using a defibrillator 5 minutes after collapse can help to improve the chances of survival by around 70%. But there's a common misconception that they're difficult to use, or that using one might cause more harm than good. Health experts say that's simply not the case. Dr. Andrew Diener helped to save Muamba's life a decade ago and says people shouldn't worry.
You get one, you turn it on, it starts talking to you, it tells you where to put the pads that you need to put onto the patient's chest, it tells you what to do every step of the way. It'll even tell you how to do the resuscitation part as well. So they're really easy to use.
The Premier League has vowed to donate defibrillators to 2,000 grassroots sports clubs in the UK, but there is still no legislation for an amateur sports club or an office building in the UK to have a defibrillator to hand at all times. And campaigners like Muamba say they will continue to keep up the pressure until there is.
When you go to every single building, there's a fire extinguisher everywhere. But I'm sure that not every building has a defibrillator in a building. So, it's something that we hope the government will make it mandatory that company or building should have a fire extinguisher and a defibrillator.
A sudden cardiac arrest could happen to anyone, old or young, and so campaigners say having a defibrillator close by could be vital to saving a life.